Mackie is coming through very, very strongly indeed, and Mackie's coming through, and Police is following her as well. Desiree is going to be in third place at the moment. Mackie wins it, Police in second.
But Katie Mackey is going to defend the Falmouth mile title in 4:27.
My name is Katie Follett. I'm a professional runner for Brooks, and these are just some thoughts and ramblings about training while pregnant that I thought I would share. So now I'm in week 24, and I'm out of that kind of yucky, feeling nauseous and super fatigued all the time first trimester symptoms. And so this is what a typical day at the track looks like for me now. So one of the weirdest things about being pregnant has been that I all of a sudden around week 8 just like completely lost the taste for coffee. And I'm really hoping that that comes back soon because I really miss coffee. So unfortunately this coffee is not for me, it's for Jeff. This is my cat Pika, just helping me pack up my bag for the track. All right, let's go. It's really been helpful in staying healthy to be able to do a few minutes of therapy right before I get on the track, and also have that person being my coach so they like know what my normal looks like and can compare it and can pick up on things in my form really easily. I just started using the adrenaline. I normally train in the Ghost and the Launch, but I noticed that my foot was really starting to roll in more now that I'm getting a little heavier, so I just switched to something that has a little bit more support, and I do think I'm noticing I just feel a little better in my knees and hips. It's called the Fit Splint, and it basically just helps support a good pelvic position and take a little bit of the weight off. And so what this has really been helping with, in addition to just that stability that I'm feeling in my SI joint, is round ligament pain. So the round ligaments attach low and then attach on either side of the uterus, and they stretch as the uterus grows. And so just taking a little bit of that, supporting a little bit of that extra weight has been super helpful. There has been a lot of days where I've showed up to the track and something doesn't feel quite right, and I am just like, okay, I guess I'll try again tomorrow, and then I'll come back to the track the next day and it'll be totally gone. So that's one thing that's really surprised me, is how much variability there's been day to day, way more than just when I'm training normally.
With these exercises here, they're all a table position or on all fours, and we start with fire hydrants in the table position, and then donkey kicks, and then low whips. It's an opportunity for Katie to see just if there's different types of hip restriction, and particularly now with pregnancy, that's even more important.
So this is just some water with electrolytes in it. I've noticed I'm like a lot more thirsty when I'm working out. And then also something that I normally would just drink afterwards, but I've started drinking during the workout. And I've just kind of noticed it helps if I'm feeling a little bit tired, is I'll just bring like a drink that has some fat and protein in it. So I'll just bring, this is like a cooler thing with some chocolate protein milk in it. And it seems to work pretty well. On some days when I haven't been able to run, I've at least been able to come and do some or most, if not all, of these warm-up drills. And so that's been kind of nice because I can do something on the ground each day, even if it's not running. So it's just been an exercise in getting a little bit creative. And it's weird because I would have thought that some of these exercises would be more jarring than running, but that's not the case. Like, these feel totally fine, and jogging 9-minute pace doesn't. So just kind of like figure out what feels okay. In addition to the dribbles is skips for distance. This is a drill that I would do just as part of my weekly routine on a day like this when we were doing a lot of neural type exercises. And it's been another thing that surprisingly, on days when I can't run because something feels off, I've been able to do these skips. So it's another just easy way to get my heart rate up and just keep that fast neurological impact in any way that I can.
Really what we're emphasizing is a vertical force production. As you can see by how Katie's moving, she's not letting her leg extend really far in front of the body.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting a little slower as I go, but it's still just like hitting that stimulus of trying to hit the ground quick, trying to get that neurological firing, since I'm just not getting a lot of that from other things. Yes! A win! It feels really nice. This is my favorite thing when I'm having a day where I actually feel good enough to come out here and do some strides. It's really fun to just be able to run fast a little bit, and we'll see how much longer I can do it. It's just kind of week by week, but this is week 25, and I can get away with doing probably like 3 or 4 strides a couple days a week. If I do much more strides than that right now, I just get really, really sore. Nice to have a day where I feel like I can move a little bit. I think John won with the really dramatic dive at the end. Just brings me back. Most intense moments on the track.
So just recap the session for today. We went through a series of dribbles, and again, that was the truncated running movement. So Katie did 4 by 30 meter dribbles, stepping over her ankle. And then she did 4 by 60 meter dribbles, so a little longer, stepping over her ankle. And then after that, we transitioned into some strides, and she was feeling really good today. So on the strides, today the assignment was 3 to 4 by 90 meters. And then the recovery on that was anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes. And so her first one, she was about 16.1. Second one, 15.1, and on her last one, she was 15 flat. So if we extrapolate that out to 100 meters, and then even farther to 400 meters, and then even farther to a mile, that'd be pretty similar to her mile pace of running somewhere around 64 to 66 seconds per lap. So that was something she was really excited with.
This whole process of being pregnant and all the changes that have been going on, and how I've tried to adapt to training and all the different symptoms I've had, I just think if I can talk about it and it can help somebody else, somebody, you know, out there, and you're pregnant and you're training, or you want to become pregnant someday and you're watching this, I think it's great, because I've just been gobbling up all the information from talking with other professional runners and anything I can read. And I think women sharing about their journeys, even though each pregnancy seems like it's very different and each woman's experience during pregnancy is very different, I think it's just how we can build each other up and help support each other through a time in life that's really short but might feel like it's going on a really long time, and can feel really bumpy at times because it hasn't been very smooth and it hasn't been very predictable. And I've definitely been getting stretched and learning a lot during it.